Hello, today I will talk about legalization of marijuana. When I discussed the marijuana in this class, I didn't support the legalization of marijuana. During the course's discussion, I showed some news that Chinese stars apologized for smoking marijuana. But through my further understanding and study of marijuana, I changed my mind. Let me talk about some reasons to support the legalization of marijuana. The first reason is that marijuana is not a gateway drug. The article that I found is named Common Liability to Addiction and Gateway Hypothesis, Theoretical, Empirical, and Evolutionary Perspective. This paper was published in June 2012, Drug and Alcohol Dependence Journal. The author reviews the literature on the theoretical basis and empirical findings of gateway assumptions and common liability to addiction. The conclusion is that there is no prescribed link between the gateway hypothesis and the stage, and doesn't extend to the risk of addiction. It means that there is no relationship before people use cocaine or other illegal drugs. They may not have the experiments to use marijuana. The second one is that it's less dependence than the other legal substance. I found a picture showing the dependence and harm to the body of various drugs. The vertical axis is the dependency, and the horizontal axis is the damage to the body. In this picture, we can see the drugs that we learned in this semester, such as tobacco, alcohol, cocaine, and heroin. From this picture, we could see that marijuana is less addictive and less harmful to the body than tobacco, alcohol, cocaine, and heroin. Third, it's less toxic than other legal substances. There have been numerous studies that show that in the list of the most toxic recreational drugs, marijuana is actually at the bottom. In fact, alcohol, a legal substance that can be consumed by adults aged 21 and up, made it at the top contender. Technically, marijuana happens is to be 114 times safer to consume than alcohol. 4. Prohibition has enormous social costs. Please devote thousands of hours to arresting, booking, and imprisoning marijuana smokers. Billions of dollars are spent each year in law enforcement in Americans' war on drugs. Since marijuana is still technically illegal in the country, marijuana consumers are persecuted day by day, and there are a lot of them. The amount of money spent chasing this user may be put to good use in other more important projects. And I found some other information. That number comes from Jeffrey Miron, a senior lecturer at Harvard University, who in 2010 studied the likely impact of drug legalization, finding that about 8.7 billion would be saved on law enforcement, and another 8.7 billion would be generated for taxes on marijuana. accounting for inflation. That would add up to about 20 billion now. The human cost of marijuana laws are clear. Around 750,000 people were arrested for marijuana related crimes in 2011. That's one arrested every 42 seconds. So, on the flip side, making marijuana legal will allow the government to be able to collect taxes on it, which increase the government funds in the long run. Fifth, prohibition has no help. Since marijuana is illegal, a lot of American youth can get access to it. After all, drug dealers do not have any age restrictions with regard to who they are selling pot to. It poses a menace to public health. Legalization is the first step in the broader initiative of treating marijuana use as a public health issue. So I believe that with half of the country approving the legalization, it's only a matter of time for this shift in perspective to eventually be realized. Thank you.